Well, the Brexit vote creates major problems for both Britain and for the EU, and for that matter, for the United States as well. From an economic standpoint, it's going to be extremely damaging for Britain. What will create much of that damage is the uncertainty as to what the relationship will be between Britain and the EU. There'll be years of negotiations. EU member states are not going to be very accommodating to Britain's needs. They're not going to be happy about Brexit, and they'll not want to encourage other member states to follow the same route. Ultimately, in the best case scenario, Britain ultimately remains part of the single market. But if they do, the EU is going to insist that, like Norway, that Britain conforms to all EU laws and regulations with respect to the market and agrees to continue free movement of persons throughout Europe. So that's not going to help on the migration point. So what will Britain have gained? Maybe they'll be part of the single market, but then they'll have no say. As far as the EU is concerned, this should be considered as a shot across the bow and a wake-up call for Brussels. And it's going to be important, I think, that Brussels forget about further integration, at least for now, to work more closely with member states on policies that will engender confidence among the populations, to work transparently with member states, and to take a lesson from this, that it can't be overly technocratic and bureaucratic and has to meet what are legitimate grievances that have been raised by the Brexit voters. Also, from a security standpoint, it's going to be critically important that Britain continue in some way to cooperate on counterterrorism, on overall security questions.